Today I want to talk to you about this book right here. This is easily one of my favorite photo books of all time because it really is a visual history of hip-hop. Every time I flip through the pages of this book, I am taken back to my childhood. It's photos of my favorite people in hip-hop captured by some of the greatest photographers ever. There are so many photo stories in Contact High, but you have to give the photos more than just a glance and actually read the book. When you stop and really look, you start appreciating not just the subject, but the photographer's eye, their craft, their style, their hustle. Look at this Jamel Shabazz shot right here. It's called Flying High, and the Roots used it on their Undone album cover. Just look at the joy on these kids' faces, their style, the red shoes. Look at that old Coca-Cola sign in the background. Graffiti everywhere, trash in the grass, and how crazy the mattress looks. You see, I grew up in Southside Jamaica, Queens, and as a kid, I'm not gonna say we jumped on mattresses all day, but I did jump on a few mattresses in my day. Now this is a fave, Fab Five Freddy at White Castle in Brooklyn, shot by Sophie Bramley. And this one, Keith Haring and Futura in the East Village in 1983, two icons captured by an icon, Sophie Bramley. Now, every time I see this Run DMC OG black and white photograph captured by Janette Beckman, I'm moved. Now, Hollis and Southside is kind of a rivalry going on there, but this shot and Run DMC and the music and the culture is undeniable. Look at this Salt and Pepper photo. They're rocking the Dapper Dan, the Kente cloth, the Kufis. This is peak Salt and Pepper right here. And because the book is called Contact High, you get to see all the shots that didn't make the cut. That's the whole concept of the book, if you haven't caught on by now. Then there's Ricky Powell, rest in peace. I never crossed paths with Ricky, but I was a big fan of his work before I even knew who he was. If you haven't watched his documentary, I highly recommend it. Shortly after the book's release, maybe a couple of months or a year or so, there was this huge exhibition at the International Center for Photography. I got to step out of the book and step into Vicky's vision. A lot of these shots were blown up larger than life, and I saw them in all their glory and detail. I went to a lot of great events behind this book where the photographers would show up and tell the stories themselves. One that comes to mind was this really intimate Hasselblad event where I got to see Danny Clinch say a few words.
Well, I've always been a fan of the contact sheet, and I think that's why we all wanted to be a part of it. And the idea of being able to see the photograph that was taken before and the photograph that was taken after, and what's the story behind it. Oftentimes, the photographs look very similar, but there's a small little subtlety that makes that the moment. And often they're all very different, and it's just this one little moment. And I just wanted to point that out as there's something that intrigued me and made me want to be a part of the project.
All right, speed round. Look at this shot of women in early hip-hop. Eazy-E on a skateboard. Iconic, Jay-Z, Wu-Tang, Yasin Bey shot by Mike Schreiber. Then look at this legendary shot. Tupac, Redman, Nas, all in one frame. Oh, snap. These are the notes from when I interviewed Charlie Ahern, creator of Wild Style. Weird flex, but okay. Then, of course, LL on a Bike by Danny Clinch. I mean, come on. Every time I pick up Contact High, I see something new. It's truly a timeless book, evergreen, as they say in the industry. So if you love hip-hop photography or just want to hold a genuine piece of cultural history in your hands, find you a copy of Contact High. I'll give you a hint. There's a link in the description. And if you like creative stuff, follow for more. Peace.